Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from Great Millstone, Orlando. And I just want to do something quick dealing with not abandoning the flock. All right. Now, in light of what's been going on with Alazar, and him pretty much deciding to step back to do some quote unquote soul searching. I'm gonna go to this because pretty much the apostle Tahar, in not so many words, said it how. Because listen, at the end of the day, we don't know if we are of the elect. But what we do know for sure, according to the scriptures, is that the house of David is going to continue to be strengthened, and the house of Saul is going to continue to be weakened. And in any event, because there was no taking breaks in any event, all right? Why did the scriptures tell us to gird up our loins like men? All right, do the work. As now the scriptures say, there was no strange thing that happens to any of us. Roughly paraphrasing, that's strange to men. There's none of us that haven't been through anything that someone else hasn't been through. And I just say that because Alazar, one point that he made was basically walk in his shoes, right? And how no one would be able to walk his shoes, basically go through what he's been through, as if whatever he's been through as a man, he himself, as if it's some impossible thing, like I quoted, as if it's some strange thing, some impossible thing, right? Bragging about being in the gang 25 years and you just got it so hard. Well, the minute you deal with a load of controversy, which our apostles, bishops, they've been dealing with all type of controversies. The Wadi al-Bashma Shai for giving us sound leadership, because our apostles and bishops are still pushing. All right. Pushing strong. All right. And with that being said, they are that example, that beautiful example that Yahweh Bashma Shai has left for us. The Wadi Yahweh Bashma Shai. But as for this individual stepping down because of some ego hurt, it's not a good look. I'm going to grab this in 1 Corinthians. Matter of fact, scratch that. Let me go to this. In Luke 14, because I just did a video earlier, and I was just touching on that spirit of jealousy, that spirit of envy, which leads to strife. It leads to all manner of wickedness, evil deeds. And the thing about these guys that prop themselves up, these so-called leaders in Israel, as much as they want to be the apostles, because that's what it is. These guys are envious of the apostles because that's who the Lord is dealing with. Now, that's not to big up the apostles or the bishops, but truth is truth, whether you can receive it or not. These are the men that Yahweh Bashma Shah has set up to lead all the nations, or Slakia, to lead all the nation of Israel. All right. And they've been nothing but a beautiful example. But with that heavy responsibility or responsibilities. As much as these guys, specifically Alazar, wants to be the apostles, well, because let's be honest, and again, this is not to big up the apostles, but truth is truth. The apostles, they have a heavy lot, all right? And with that is going to come heavy demons, which I could say Alazar would not be able to fill those shoes, all right? Because again, our apostles, you know, and bishops, they've been for years dealing with all type of controversies, slander. And the minute this guy deals with a little ego hurt, you know, it's too hot for him. Now, whether this is just some type of a play, you know, whether this is just some type of a sleight of hand, whatever the case may be, nevertheless, all right, whatever the situation may be, we can't take our hand off the plow. There is no stepping back, stepping down to do some soul searching. That's the whole point of this truth. You know, we find ourselves in Yahushai, which of course, it might be hard for these guys that don't believe in Yahushai. All right. But the Lord has a way of making you feel it, you know, making us all feel it and humble down. Luke chapter 14, verse 26. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, Slaki, verse 26, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciples. And whatsoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he hath sufficient to finish it? So you see, you want to be the top guy so bad, right? Not understanding what's going to come with it, not considering, all right, not counting the cost, all right. You know, as the scriptures say, all of our righteousness is as filthy rags. You know, it doesn't matter how long anyone has labored in this thing. You know, the Lord can take you out, can take any of us out. All right. And all those works will be blotted out. All right. And I just say that because, you know, this so-called leader, you know, he has a body of work, you know, can't deny that. All right. But with all that being said, you know, as our apostles teach us all the time, do we really understand what we're involved in, knowing what we're involved in? And a lot of guys don't. And I always say, when the Lord turns up the heat, all the Israelites fall, they fall out. They can't deal with it. You know, they can't deal with a little controversy, a little ego hurt. You see, a lot of guys don't count the cost, all right, of what we're don't understand the seriousness of what we're involved in. Because no matter whatever it is that we go through, you know, we have to keep pushing. We can't take our hand off the plow. All right. The work must go on. And Apostle Tahar said it in not so many words. This guy has proven himself to not be of the elect. Because what are the elect going to do? They're going to keep on keeping on. As far as the Lord's business, like the scripture say, not being slothful in the Lord's business. All right. No matter whatever the case may be. Right. Something that I noticed, I realized in the spirit. Matter of fact, let me read it real quick in Romans. Romans 12 and 11. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So that fervency, being on fire for Yahweh Shem Shai. Like I said, Yahweh Shem Shai, he constantly turning the heat up on brothers. And it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to draw you closer to Yahweh Shem Shai, or it's going to draw you away. All right. Now, again, you know, could Alazar, bear with me.